Okay, so pressure. We know Bronny got pressure. He has a lot of pressure. But who you think has more pressure this year, Bronny or his pops, Bron? Now the Lakers, they took a
You must have drunk their Corona too fast.
no. It's my headphones. My headphones went dead. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can
Okay.
hear you.
So pressure. See, we even got pressure on the show. Pressure. So LeBron, they took a 2-1 series lead yesterday against the Warriors. Back-to-back blowouts. Both teams, the Warriors and the Lakers. Anthony Davis. Now, Anthony Davis is what we call, he has to have a new name because he's, knock on wood, pause, he's been there, available. But he has an interesting stat because for every good game he has a subpar game. So it's literally like a seesaw.
Every odd game is a good game. Every even game has been day and night difference.
Yeah, like he's like one of those superstars that just I don't want to question his passion, his drive, but sometimes it just look like he doesn't love the game.
Well, you know how difficult it is to be able to contain a consistency of a point average of that high every game. I mean, that's just what separates superstars from legends, man. I mean, you know, LeBron, Kobe, Jordan.
Facts.
You know, all those guys, they were consistent every night, even in playoffs. They, you know,
Facts.
You may find one game where one guy only scored 6 points, and that might like been the lowest he had all year long.
Oh yeah.
But to average that amount, like AD was doing that with the Pelicans, but I think in the back of his mind, injuries scare him because he know he can go down at any moment.
Mm-hmm.
But his confidence level is not there.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can see it. Like it's like you said. Like he's one night he's scoring 30-20, next night 15-10, or you know what I'm saying. It's like or 15 or whatever. But you got to have a confidence. You got to have confidence in the league to where you know that you're this guy every single night. LeBron can lay off and still average that amount. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not built like that.
Real quick before I pass it on to Nam, LeBron did not take a shot in that first quarter.
He had 0 points.
He had 0 points.
Right.
He affected the game other ways. Didn't take a shot in this, and you know it's not just to LeBron's greatness. If Anthony Davis doesn't take a shot in that first half, he probably ends the game under 10 points. LeBron didn't take a shot that first quarter.
Finished with 22, right?
He finished with 20. Like, yeah. Like that just goes to show you, like you just said, it's hard to do that. And you have to be one of these elites to be that locked in.
He's very cerebral.
Yes.
LeBron is very cerebral, and in terms of how he picks what points of the game he's going to start affecting it offensively or even defensively. This is a different version of LeBron we've ever seen in 20 years of watching him, especially in the playoffs. We have yet to see a 30-point game from LeBron.
In the playoffs.
That's
a fact.
We haven't seen it. Matt, like every year we get at least 1 or 2, maybe every other game type of thing.
Yeah.
We have yet to see 30 points this season. But he's pacing himself, but he's also trying to allow the others around him to pick him up as well.
Shout out to D'Lo.
You know, like D'Lo, Hachimura. They played.
And he showed himself a little more too.
What's the kid? Lonnie Walker. They played him more
finally.
yesterday. Finally.
He's been sitting on the bench and that's the thing about coaching. You can't be stuck in your ways. You got to be able to adjust.
You got to make adjustments.
Got to adjust.
Playoffs is adjustments.
So you mean to tell me that this young athletic guy
that can score,
he can go to the basket, you can't find any minutes for him?
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm with you on that. You got to be able to get the guy. I mean, how else can you perfect your game if you're not on the court?
Facts.
So we just sit there and blame guys and not being able to produce, but then they're not able to get on the court to try to produce.
Yeah.
I mean, so I like the way Darvin Ham has done it so far a little bit. I mean, he's brought LeBron off the court to give him a breather. I mean, you got to give a 38-year-old in the NBA that to be able to sustain. Because guess what? You got another 2 rounds coming.
Potentially,
if you can make it that far, so he has to be preserved, and so you have to get those guys like Hachimura and Walker and all those guys time to develop,
involved, understanding the pace,
yeah, and
timing.
See, the thing about the Warriors is they have for them guys, man, the pace is so crazy because they can just, and shout out to Clay, man. Clay, and I know he doesn't get the same credit as Steph. Obviously, Steph is a better player, but you're talking about a guy. Steph can get hot. Clay is nuclear because you're talking about a guy that literally. There was a play, I believe it was game 2. He caught the ball. Now most of the times you get the ball, you bring the ball down to bring it up. He caught the ball like Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol used to catch the rebound over his head. He caught it damn near at his face and just shot the ball. That is difficult to do. And, Clay is one of them guys that when the Steph Curry story is told, I don't think Clay's he's going to be like Scottie Pippen.
Exactly.
When you talk about Mike, you never really mention the greatness of how Mike even said it himself, I don't win without Scottie. Scottie played a huge role. You literally cannot double team anyone because Steph, obviously you could double team Steph, and that's what the Lakers doing. And Clay, 2 games in a row, 8 threes. So
it's hard to double team 2 guys in motion too.
That's a fact because it's constantly moving.
The Warriors got so many guys that just run the floor, man.
Yes.
I mean, Wiggins and Poole, and I mean they just keep running. It doesn't matter if they're throwing up bricks or not. And I mean, and they living from the perimeter.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to shoot 30 of them, you know what I'm saying, just to get half of those.
Now, speaking of Poole, do y'all think the Warriors players are starting to get sick of Jordan Poole?
He's starting to look like Caleb Love a little bit, just throwing up crazy shots. Or, I'm just saying, that's who he's looking like, But my thing is, who do you have coming after Steph? Who else on that team that you have coming after him? If you know what I mean.
They have a lot of young guys,
proven.
None of them are proven yet besides Jordan Poole.
Right?
Yeah.
But moving forward, I think Steve Kerr really has to make a difficult adjustment, and that's you got to play really, really small.
Yeah.
Because when you got Draymond and Looney on the floor, you got 2 guys that they're not shooting the ball. So it's 3-on-2 on offense.
Yeah.
And you're putting so much weight on Clay, Poole, and Steph to make shots.
But you got to have a rebound in there, and that's Looney. I say take Draymond out.
But you lose somebody that's facilitating the offense, if you will.
But he's containing. He's controlling the boards, so to speak. I mean, compared to him, Draymond's undersized.
True, but remember when Draymond was suspended in the Sacramento game, Sacramento series, the offense exploded without him on the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
But
then
AD and Sabonis is 2 different people.
True indeed. And then recently, when was it game 2, when they put JaMychal Green in the starting lineup instead of Kevon Looney. One of those 2 guys, you have to make an adjustment. You can't have both of them on the floor for more than 30 minutes.
Right.
But you got to, because you can't have 3-on-5 on offense.
Yeah.
4-on-5 you can eat. 3-on-5 against the Lakers, who are not just launching a bunch of threes, they're also controlling the shot clock when they're trying to score. They're going to dump it in, pick and roll, pick and pop, backdoor cuts, things like that. These things, they're not just launching threes within 17 seconds.
Kerr needs to do something because he can't do the same thing to the Lakers as you were doing against
Sacramento.
the Kings.
That's a fact.
I mean,
that's a fact.
Still LeBron on the court.
You got a very cerebral guy who thinks just like you do.
It's not Fox. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fox and Sabonis is different than LeBron and AD.
Yeah.
So he's going to need to make some adjustments. I mean, D'Angelo is coming into himself. He's trying to get put back stay on the team. Obviously,
That's a fact.
So he's going to make his case.
That and Sabonis let them off the hook because Sabonis would get the ball on that elbow.
Exactly.
And he's not even looking to shoot it. He's just handing it right off.
Right.
AD is going to launch it.
Yeah. And the crazy thing about it is with D'Lo is and then, you know, if D'Lo can stay consistent, he doesn't have to put up 20 a night, but if he can be consistent,
15 to 18. Timely buckets.
Hachimura, bro.
Yeah.
You want to talk about somebody that's ready?
He's going to get paid.
He comes in the game and he's ready to fire one.
He's going to get paid.
He's consistent. I mean, you know what you're getting. But with Kerr, you got to understand, okay, I got Schroeder got 15 points. What's going on here? Just a bad night if he's shooting and making them.
Austin Reeves, whenever you have Steph Curry on you, go at him.
Yeah, you got to.
You got to.
You're bigger.
You see Steph Curry making you run on defense.
Right.
Go back at him on offense.
Right.
The Lakers trust you. They trust you with the ball. But I see him, you know, trying to do pick and rolls. Bro, you got Steph Curry on you. No disrespect to Steph. Defensively, bro, you should put him in a post. You're like 6'7".
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Much smaller.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Steph Curry is much smaller. Like, go at him.
And you know, another thing that's interesting with Austin Reeves is, as you see the playoffs, as they go further in the playoffs, he's becoming more of a defensive liability.
Facts.
Baines averaged 30 on him. Clay is going to average 30 on this series. He's going to have to go up against probably Jamal Murray next series.
But
then if it's Boston, it's either Jaylen Brown,
Jason Tatum.
So it doesn't get any easier for him.
But that might go back to that fear factor we were talking about before. You know what I'm saying? Like,
think he fears Steph?
Well, I mean,
not fear him, but respect him.
Yeah, respect him. I mean, he has ball handling skills, so you know what I'm saying. You're scared to get, you know what I mean. It's just he's a shooter that shoots a high volume. I mean, I don't know. It's just
you got to go at him.
I agree with that, but
that's
another guy that's confidence may not be as high.
Speaking of confidence, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. Now, my co-host definitely said Suns in 4.
You see,
wait a minute, that was the Clipper series, wasn't it?
You see what I got on now?
Nah, you
see what I got on now?
He did the Sonny from You Got Served. He switched teams.
That,
he on the Joker side. Listen,
I'm not doing that.
Huh?
I'm not doing that.
It took a phenomenal effort from both Kevin Durant and Devin Booker for them to win game 3. But
we ain't seen that effort since Kyrie and LeBron.
But see, that's the thing.
40 and 40.
The Suns gonna have to do something
only win
next
by
year.
7.
Well, see, you know the difference is Chris Paul went on the court. Somebody was a little bit younger, a little bit faster.
Yeah, but they lost with Chris Paul on the court.
I know what I'm saying.
40.
That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is
40.
What I'm saying is now when you have a multitude of stars starting at one time, the ball has to go through each one of them.
Correct.
Well, necessarily the ball doesn't have to be in Chris Paul's hands now. Of course, it's not because he's not going to be there. So now it's on the shoulders of those two stars, and not to mention Aiden. Man, I don't know what that dude problem is. Man,
Another one doesn't love. I don't think he loves basketball.
I don't understand it. He just was a no show, during that game. And you need to be, with Paul's his length. You
should be dominant.
Yes, I just don't get it, man. It's like you just got signed to another contract that you were screaming about. Now you have to show why you earned that money. So yeah, it's a 3-headed monster. That's why they don't include. They don't have him up there. It's a 3-headed monster with Chris Paul.
Yep.
But I really think that this series is going to be tied.
Tied in what?
2-2.
How you see that?
Well, you didn't. You thought it was going to be a clean sweep. I can't ask you no question.
I mean, look. I anticipated Chris Paul being healthy too.
Yeah, but he won't there, and they won.
Wait, hold on. Wait, tell me. anticipated Chris Paul to be healthy for a whole duration of a playoffs.
I mean, time has shown that
you can't kill a black man for dreaming, right?
Time has shown, man. He just when it comes to this time of the year, man, something happens, man.
But I can't get on you too much because our teams, the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks, they had Game 3 yesterday, and it was horrible. It was disgusting, the effort that the Knicks put in. I understand there was a lot of calls Miami was getting. I thought you were supposed to leave your cell phone in the locker room, but the way they was making calls yesterday for the Heat, I have no clue. But you got to, and I know it's tough, you got to play through it. Jimmy Butler, Butler's that guy.
My man.
That guy. I mean,
skills and will.
Full display, bad ankle. He just has a different gear to him that, he's like one of them dudes that'll smile in your face but kill you on the court.
You want to talk about confidence?
Yes.
I don't care if he miss every basket. His confidence is so high that he can pause. He can get it anytime he want to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, and here goes a little fear factor again. Like he's intimidating on the court. To some of those guys. Like I would thought Julius Randle did his thing, but I would have thought Julius Randle would have dominated a lot more with the Heat from previous games.
Given what he did in the regular season.
Right. I thought he would dominate.
He averaged 30 in the regular season.
Right.
Same here.
Yeah. So I thought he would dominate a little bit more. I don't know. And then, Brunson, man, he always has a slow start.
Yeah.
But once he gets going, it's good. I don't know, man. There's one guy, Jimmy Buckets.
What do y'all think the Knicks have to do to compete?
We got to play with a little bit more heart.
More defense.
That too. But we got to play with, we got to show some pride. If you're going to go out swinging.
Knicks have the ability to control the boards. They have the ability to do that.
Yeah, we seen it in the last series.
Right, they have the ability to do that. But if you letting Embiid get off, and Jimmy going, it's uncontrollable.
Man, listen, I'm making this statement right now, and I'll pass it now. Jimmy Butler, Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy the Cricket, Knicks in 6.
Yeah, numbers keep changing. Go ahead.
You remember I asked in the group chat, would it be time to give Fournier a chance in this series, or even Rose?
I would give Rose a chance.
Rose was a 6-man conversation a few years ago. I think he can produce in a series with a pace like this.
Yeah.
And the spacing that he could create. Interestingly enough, you guys got 3 guys that are left-handed that operate from the same side of the court.
Yeah.
I would put him in.
So you got to change up the offense a little bit and create spacing for them.
I agree.
Well, Kyle Lowry would be guarding him, so I definitely would put him in just to try him against him. Yeah. I would definitely do that.
At this point, try anybody. Hell, if Bernard King is there, let him suit up. Like, try anything at this point. Because the offense is very stagnant.
Miami Heat, Dogging Heat, Harlem Heat, Knicks in 6.
All right, I mean, you believe what you need to believe.
I still got South Beach. I picked them in the beginning, so I'm going to ride with that pick.
Okay.
I'm going to ride with that pick. I'm not going to, jump the fence because somebody got hurt and, see what head I got on now. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't calling nobody out, but
Hey, listen, be direct. I'm right here,
man. Speaking of direct, Joel Embiid, MVP, came back from the knee injury. Nam's favorite player, Joel.
I think we just need to show up a little bit more. Hey, go play.
Oh wow.
That Boston series, I don't want to say it's over, but it's looking. For some reason, James Harden can't play good with Joel Embiid. He doesn't look the same.
It's over. Boston in 5.
He doesn't look the same.
It's over.
That's your MVP.
Yeah, but
I don't know what else we got to do to keep.
He has a torn ligament in his knee.
If you're on the court, I don't want to hear.
I give you that.
But if you're out with injury conditioning, you still have to build that conditioning up. So
you on the court,
It's for any player.
I don't want to hear it.
Oh, okay. So LeBron comes back and he doesn't do good after sitting out a couple games. Well, conditioning, and
I don't ever give him sympathy.
Oh,
not for conditioning. If you're on the court, you're playing, bro.
I give you that.
Right?
I mean, he had to come back though.
He didn't have to, because they won without him. So you.
Okay, so look,
he came back because he got the award Tuesday. So Harden, you know what? Bang! I'm gonna come back. Get killed by 30.
So him coming. Right. So him coming back was
nobody.
So him coming back was the reason why Harden was garbage.
No problem. We'll give you the award in front of your family and the Philly fans.
Look, check this.
Get routed too.
So his reasoning for coming back is the reason why Harden was garbage.
That's what I'm saying.
This dude couldn't even choose who to shoot a ball or layup right in front of the rim.
I don't.
James.
Yeah,
Harden. Yeah.
I don't know why James Harden does not play the same with somebody else. It was the same with Dwight Howard. Now, granted, he was putting up numbers, but for some reason, you put James Harden with another superstar, he don't look the same.
Oh, he drove to the basket in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Went to the rim and chose to throw the ball out to the man on the perimeter. I'm like, you already there for the layup. What are you doing?
I mean, Ben Simmons made a living off of that.
We talk about
why can't he?
No. We talk about
Ben Simmons lived off of that.
Ben Simmons somewhere right now with a Jabot suit on, just minding his business.
You feel me?
That threw me off.
Nah,
man.
I mean, I just feel like Doc needs to find a way to get James more involved. If Embiid is truly hurt the way he is, then dial him back a little bit, but just find ways to let him affect the game, but not expect what he was when he's healthy.
You're the general on the floor. You're bringing the ball up. How more involved you gonna get?
No, because look, when Embiid wasn't there, it seemed like he seemed free flowing. He seemed comfortable. But now Embiid is back. He's not himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like how he was saying, he just seems like he can't play with him.
This is why it makes the best two tandem team in Boston work, because these guys know they play off of each other. He scores, I score. You know what I'm saying? And that's the understanding. That's why that team is going to flourish, and that's why Philly is going to be the way it is. You know,
but they need to do something this year, because you're gonna have to break them two up. You listen.
You mean Boston?
Boston, yeah.
I don't. There's an underlying life lesson.
Yes,
we'll see what happens.
You know,
tell me, teach.
The universe will not allow you to succeed when you force something to happen, like the Here Damn Award. We see it now.
That was a regular season.
Here you go.
Nevertheless, he got it now.
Here you go.
But Here Damn. He averaged 30. All of a sudden, this 30 is special.
33.
Oh, my bad. 30, 31, 33.
0.1.
This is real special now.
Listen,
I mean, you could argue about all the MVPs that over the years that people have gotten that you would have thought somebody else should have gotten, and it just happens. You know, Steve Nash, yada yada yada, back to backs, and yada yada yada. You know, it just happens. Karl Malone, yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick,
things happen.
Real quick, we're gonna wrap this up. Who you got winning the series? I got the Sixers.
I got Boston.
I got Boston. Sixers ain't winning another game, bro.
They gonna win another one
if Harden plays by himself.
Boston.
So you really don't think Joel Embiid deserved that MVP?
No, he deserves it. But did you see the votes?
Yeah,
he got 70% of the votes.
Right.
That's a wide margin. That's outrageous.
That's fan voting. Yada,
that's
yada.
outrageous. Come on now. Let's be honest here. We all know basketball enough to know that 70%.
Yeah.
So what's that mean? 70% thought he was.
That means 7 people out of 10 people who watched the game looked at them and said, "Yeah, he's outright better."
But
it should have been a lot closer.
But they were saying
compared
that more,
to the Giannis and Jokic.
But he's on the sorrier team. That's why it means more. Real quick, Knicks and the Heat. Who you got?
I got Miami, man. Miami's gonna win in 7.
I already said Knicks in 6.
All right.
Miami wins in 7.
Phoenix and Denver.
I got Denver.
I got Denver, bro.
Nah, you got Phoenix. You got to stay with
I got Phoenix, man.
I got Denver. Because, look, they got to put up 40 every night. There's no way. 40, 40, 40, 40. That's crazy.
Golden State or L.A.? I don't even know. I already know your answer. Go
Steph
ahead.
Curry.
What?
GOAT.
Oh, you going with the Chef Curry?
Hell no. Lakers in 6.
Who you got?
Oh, LeBron.
See,
GOAT.
That's why I left that last because it was really
7.
pointless to
So
ask.
who you got?
The way I'm looking at it now, if AD keep doing what he doing,
If every other game, he's going to do it in Game 7.
it's back in Golden State, or they got one more game in LA?
They got one more in LA.
Tomorrow.
He's going to play bad tomorrow.
I'm gonna go with the.
So go for the under?
I'm gonna go with.
Listen, Nam said go for the under tomorrow for AD.
He's going to play bad tomorrow.
I'm going.
5, he'll play good. 6, he'll play bad. 7, he's going to play well.
I'm going with the defending champs.
Are you going to go to 6?
And what, 6?
7.
7?
7, okay.
Hey. You lucky we ain't putting nothing on it.
I'm gonna go with the, well, I would say go 6-6, but if it go Game 7, it's probably gonna be the Lakers.
Okay.
Lakers in 7.
Yeah.
Lakers in 7? Yeah. Lakers in 5. I always wanted to do that. Shannon Sharp. But on that note, it's episode 54. We're going to continue to bring y'all content. It's your boy T.
It's your man TJ.
It's your boy Nam.
Lakers in 5.